It's Sunday, so of course, where am I but in church in the old town in Eldorado. It's very hard to pull the rope when you've got to whip out the back of the church. Not to worry. This is an absolute exclusive because they're not allowed to actually show most of this sort of thing to the media or anybody else. But we can show to you and reveal that should you happen to see Eldorado, in the first scene you'll see the villain of the piece, who the man you'll come to love to hate, Marcus, throwing clothes over the balcony. They're the clothes of his current girlfriend that he's getting rid of. Marcus, not a very savoury character. And the building next to them, the local doctor lives there with his family, Dr. Fernandez. And he drives a very nice little convertible car that we actually had for a little time. Unfortunately, we have to actually stay on site. It's hard to believe, but I think it was only about 3 months ago, no, possibly 5 months ago, this was full of pine trees. It really and truly was. And these are actual buildings. Most of them are actually dressed inside in terms of the fact that they have living rooms and kitchens and bathrooms. The only thing is that should you want to, you can't actually use the bathrooms because the pipes don't go anywhere. I heard a story about a cameraman putting a bucket of water into the sink and wondering why it all came flooding out underneath in the kitchen. But it is very authentic, right down to the electrical wiring, which tends to dangle and is sort of, not exactly as safe as perhaps one might like. The electricians watching this would realise that it wouldn't pass muster with safety standards in Australia or New Zealand. This is a little square. It features in just about every episode of Eldorado. But for now, we'll take a little break and show you something else. My introduction to this place was actually at the wedding of Dan Dark, John Dark's son. And they had the actual reception in here. And the actual wedding took place on the roof of the restaurant, which we'll show you in a moment.
That's where I get my food every day. 500 peseta lunch. It's about $6 for lunch.
3-course meal.
Comes with a beer. Sunny rooftop for the crew.
Yep. I wish it wasn't so hazy today.
Well, we're now at the back of the old town, coming into the little plaza just outside post-production. We have our own fountain, and I quite often have meetings out here with the guys when the fountain's running. It's absolutely beautiful. It really is nice. So come on down, take off the old sunnies. You're going to fall down here right there?
Yep.
And welcome to post-production.
Nice and cool in here.
It's nice and cool. On our right, we have what is called dubbing, or tapes in. And what happens here is all the tapes come in from the OB bands. We record everything on digital tapes, D3 tapes. This is totally unrehearsed, folks. The D3 tapes, we make a copy of them in case anything, heaven forbid, should happen to them. That happens in this area here. We also, at the same time, make SVHS copies. It's a high quality VHS format. And upstairs, those tapes are used to actually edit the program up completely. These guys don't know I'm actually doing this at the moment, so I'll actually walk in.
How did you know?
Now John doesn't know we're here.
No, he doesn't.
How did you know?
John's
You were here. How did you know?
John's doing the online edit at the moment of one of the episodes. And he punches all the numbers in and makes all the programs happen. And he just fell off his chair. See, I told you it was totally unrehearsed. Sorry about that, I just love doing it. Okay, we'll leave him alone. This is Sunday as well. These guys are working 7 days a week at the moment, which is most unfortunate. In here we have the laziest man in the whole building. This is Keron Steele, who's the dubbing mixer.
Hello everybody.
And Keron knows what all these buttons are all about, and he won't show me.
There are books here that Brian can read any time he likes, but there are rather a lot of them.
Yeah, and he might get tired and bored. This is one of the coolest rooms in the place. On the right we have a voiceover booth where people can go and voice over, and Keron has drinking binges in there occasionally.
Or sleep.
Or asleep. All of this in the middle of the jungle, in the middle of the forest. Keron's using a what's called an audio file, and it's like a 16-track recorder, but there's no moving parts except the two knobs on the front and his sticky E key. We'll leave you alone, Keron, and show them my palatial office.
I'm doing a close-up of the audio file.
All right. We got any sound?
Any sound? Yeah, sound. Hang on. There's work going on in here.
That's why I want sound.
Sound is the program after. Play here. You listen from there.
Decided that it's too hot, or maybe you're not sure about the food. You realise that you're going to miss your things and your friends. Oh, come off it, Mum, I'm not daft. You knew when you sold the house and moved in with Auntie Brenda you wouldn't be coming out, didn't you? Even before Dad. Didn't you?
That's what it sounded like when it came in.
You are brighter than your brother.
That's what it
You
sounds
won't
like
tell
when
me,
it goes
will
out.
you?
Isn't he clever? Oh, what's going on here? This is Eldorado, and this part's censored.
Marcus!
For those technically minded, we're now upstairs in one of the offline suites. You have two SVHS recorders. The little gizmo in the middle is an edit controller system. And the guys just edit all the tapes here, basically. All the programs come out of here. It looks very empty shells at the moment. Didn't mean to stop then. Okay. The acoustics up here are appalling. But what we have is the toilet with the greatest view in the world. And look at that. And when we're standing here, boys,
Yes, I think they get the idea.
you can see everything that goes on.
I think everyone will hear everything going on too. The other ones are a different size.
Here. This is an example of Spanish workmanship. Can you actually get in there? You can't.
Well,
I don't think we should. We sort of got to move, and it's really quite hard. Bye. Okay, around here, not a lot to see at the moment. We're still in the throes of building this. There's no stairwell, so I'll just make sure that I don't fall down here or trip over anything. That's to stop people falling over, by the way. I've left my keys downstairs and I'm too lazy to go down and get them, but my office is through there. I have a secretary and a sort of a waiting area and nice views. That room in there is a caption preparation area. There's a little sort of restaurant thing here. This is our fridge. I mean, this is big deal stuff here. This is our canteen. And in true form, in Spain, I asked for a sink. And I got a sink. I literally got a sink. This is where my kitchen benches are going. But right now, it's just one big empty space. This is the entrance to our place. The sign's a bit of a giveaway. Bar restaurant. Villa Kayam.
are you ready for me to do inside now?
If you would, that'd be great.
You come too? Okay.
Good.
Come on. Where are we going to start? At the other door?
Yeah.
Okay, now when you first arrive, you will have come in here through this little door. This is our little foyer. Nice security chain on, which is nice. Then we have a what amounts to our third bedroom here, so we've got plenty of room for visitors. Should anyone come over this way, a couple of beds in there. Then we have on our left the guest bathroom. It's a a bath and a shower.
The toilet seat open.
Oh yes, well, someone's been. This is the kitchen. Gas, you know, sort of usual kitchen things, you know.
Pretend like you know what you're doing in here.
And I had to put the curtains up. Do you like the curtain rail? You like the curtain rail? I put up that. I had to
All by
put
yourself?
things. Yes,
Yeah.
all by myself. And other kitchen type things. And to continue on, we'll head this way, which is through to the bedrooms. Now, another bathroom. You can go ahead this time. And we have his and hers bath implements, so to speak.
Oops, the scales.
Sunken bath
Ooh.
and a shower. All the showers here are the same. They're kind of funny ones. You sort of go down.
And look, what we always dreamed of, the his and hers basins.
Means I can take my makeup off while he's doing his tea. Now this is the office
Also another bedroom.
and another bedroom, which is very nice. I can sit here and look
Very
out the
basic.
window. And this is our room, which is much larger. And everyone laughed, of course, that we brought our sleeping bags, but as you can see, we've needed them because they didn't have any bed clothes here. But compensation is that it does have quite nice views. Okay, so enough of the showing around. Let's party.